because I don't know how to fix it. That's what happens when I couldn't fix the camera. Can you start holding? Look how dark it is. Look how dark it is. You can't put on the brightness? Well, it's because I just don't know how to do it. This is dark lights? I don't know if put daylight. This is how all of them? Yeah, I know it's start daylight because they're too dark. So turn daylight and turn this one. And then these people I feel like I've never seen them. It's very good, I'd like to see this. You know what I mean? Okay, I think I got it. Is that size? Huh? Is that size? But there's still my cashier. You know him? I've definitely heard about him. In a good way or a bad way? There's supervisor said that. I think it's down there. Oh, he's right there. It's the Levi. Maybe it's theirs, but it's unique. Oh, I thought at the parking lot. Yeah. No, I didn't know that. Let's go, Science, let's go. Let's go, Eric.
Good evening and welcome to the commencement celebration for the class of 2024. Buenas noches y bienvenidos. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem being performed by the Grandview High School Band.
Oh, I can't see you.
And our GHS band. At this time, I would like to welcome Devin Paschke and Janice Delgado to the podium to lead us in our invocation.
Good evening, fellow graduates, families, and friends. I am honored for this opportunity to pray over the class of 2024 at our graduation ceremony. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and please bow your heads. Gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to gather here today. Our hearts are filled with gratitude for the journey that has led all these graduates, class of 2024, to this moment. Thank you for the love and guidance from our mothers and fathers, community, role models, teachers, coaches, and administration. Thank you for the lessons we have learned, the friendships gained, and the memories you have given us. Thank you for this beautiful evening and the many blessings you have bestowed upon us. Today we lift up the graduates before you. We ask that as new doors are opened in our life, today we continue to grow in our faith and share our love throughout our journey. Above all, we ask that in whatever we do, that you continuously guide us and direct us and give us the knowledge, skills, and insight needed in our future. In your precious name we pray. Amen.
Oh, it's right here, okay. Buenas noches, familia, amigos, maestros y administración. Estoy agradecida en tener la oportunidad de comenzar la conversación de esta noche en español. Damas y caballeros, favor de retirar sus sombreros. Padre Celestial, gracias por permitirnos reunirnos aquí hoy. Nuestros corazones están llenos de gratitud por el viaje que has llevado a todos esos graduados de la clase de 2024. Gracias por el amor y la guía de nuestros padres, comunidad, modelos, maestros, entrenadores y la administración. Gracias por las lecciones que hemos aprendido, las amistades adquiridas y los recuerdos que nos has brindado. Gracias por esa hermosa velada y las muchas bendiciones que nos has otorgado. Hoy presento a estos graduados ante de ustedes. Pedimos que a medida que se abren nuevas puertas en nuestra vida, sigamos creciendo en nuestra fe y compartamos nuestro amor en el largo viaje. Por encima de todo, le pedimos que en todo lo que hagamos nos guíe, dirige continuamente y nos brinde el conocimiento y las habilidades y la visión necesarias en nuestro futuro. En tu precioso nombre oramos. Amén.
Thank you, Devin and Janice. It is important to recognize that the Grandview School District has 3 educational programs that offer options for meeting the graduation requirements from the Grandview School District. In addition to Grandview High School, students can attend our Contract Learning Center, which allows for greater flexibility and meets the unique needs of some students. The Grandview School District also has a partnership with Yakima Valley College, and we jointly offer a program called Step Up to College through Open Doors. There are multiple avenues to gain credits toward graduation. We recognize that every student is unique and strive to meet the students and families in many ways. I'd like to acknowledge the amazing staff from all of these programs. Thank you for all that you do to make the Grandview School District a great place for all students. The combined efforts of these 3 programs present to you 271 graduates. Last year, we graduated 250. This will be the biggest graduating class of all time. An event like this does not happen without a lot, and I mean a lot, of help and dedication. I would like to start by thanking Dr. Darling and our school board. Their skilled leadership and strategic planning has set our district on a path to success. Next, I'd like to thank our GHS admin team. Our team is incredibly talented and hardworking. Mr. Parrish, Mr. Reeser, and Ms. Jimenez, please stand. Thank you for your compassion and the dedication to our students and the greater educational community. I would like to also thank the class of 2024 advisors, Mrs. Paradis and Mr. Peterson. Will you please rise? Your commitment and dedication to this class has helped these young men and women mature into wonderful people. Students, give it up for your class advisors. Our underclassmen also helped to make this event special. First, we want to acknowledge the 9th grade class and their advisors, Ms. Gonzalez Ramos and Ms. Castaneda Bardwell, for the flowers that the graduates are carrying. The sophomores and their advisors, Mr. Ochoa and Ms. Perez, for their work in preparing the stadium and providing decorations for today's event. The junior class, with the help of the advisors, Mr. Bunker and Mrs. Sancher, who worked hard to put on a fun and exciting junior-senior prom. It takes work behind the scenes as well. So from the support staff, the ground and maintenance teams, as well as the Grandview Police and Fire Departments, thank you for doing many of the thankless jobs. We would not be here without you. I would like to also thank our front office staff, Miss Karen Prieto and Miss Angelica Lopez have just been tirelessly working from our programs to the seating arrangements and everything in between. They've done an amazing job tonight for our students. To Mr. Carson and the Grandview High School Band and Mariachi, we thank you for your hard work and preparation for today and making our school year filled with music. Lastly, I want to thank our parents for their hard work, dedication, and love for your students. In our community, la familia es todo. Without your support, tears, long nights, and wise counsel, our students would not be sitting here today. Graduates, may you continue to make your parents proud. Give back to them the love you have received, and pórtate bien. Before we begin our full program this evening, I want to take a minute to acknowledge some of the amazing accomplishments that these students have completed. I think it's best when we can visually see their accomplishments. Okay? So graduates, please stand and remain standing if you have participated in college and the high school. If you attended YV Tech, please stand. YV Tech. If you attended Running Start, please stand. If you are joining the military, please stand. If you have been accepted to a 2- or 4-year college or university, please stand. If you are joining the workforce, please stand. How many of you have been a member of a club at GHS? Please stand. If you participated in band, please stand for any year. If you participated in Mariachi. How about if you earned credits through the stamp test and are considered biliterate? That is your superpower. If you have participated in sports, please stand. Thank you. Our students are incredibly talented. They will be leading our county, state, country, and world. They are our future. Congratulations. This year, the class of 2024 has selected Grandview High School teacher, Miss Wilson Medeiros, as their class speaker. Miss Wilson is originally from Norfolk, Virginia. She attended the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, where she received her Bachelor of Arts in History and Pre-Law in 2017. From there, she joined Teach for America, which brought her to Grandview Middle School and GSD. This will complete her 8th year of teaching. She received her Master's in Education from the University of Washington in 2019 with a thesis focus on civic and social studies education. She is now entering her 4th year of her Ed Doctorate program as a doctoral candidate at Washington State University, where she is focusing on student voice and teacher learning. She is also a member of the American Educational Research Association's Clark Scholar Program, a community of doctoral candidates from around the country that share knowledge, resources, and mentorship. Please join me in welcoming Miss Wilson Medeiros.
So there's like a bet going on around about if I'm gonna cry or not, and I've already started, so you guys won if you're betting on that. So as a history teacher, it is only natural that I look to the past and use big moments and events in my life and time to understand my current reality. So I wanted to start this speech by sharing a story of a day in the past in the hopes that everyone here tonight can understand just how much the class of 2024 means to me. On March 13th, 2020, I was teaching my 8th grade history class at Grandview Middle School. It was 6th period, and news of a global virus had started to escalate. It was the end of the day on a Friday afternoon, and as more and more students were asking me questions and rumblings of this virus started to spread, I decided to turn on the news for us to watch as Donald Trump was delivering his emergency declaration. And we didn't know it at the time, but history was being made in history class. I had a collective experience with the students that day as we watched our world change. As the school day was coming to a close, I don't think any of us in that room or in the world could have imagined what would happen next. But I vividly remember the last conversation I had as students were leaving my classroom. Cooper Kleino said something along the lines of, "Hope to see you on Monday, Miss Wilson, but if not, hope to see you again soon." And as you all probably can already guess, I don't think I saw Cooper or the rest of those students again until August 2022, when I got the opportunity to teach here at the high school. And now those same students who I always share that memory with are sitting in front of me tonight, and I get to share another huge life experience with them. I'm honored that I was asked to give their graduation speech tonight. Let's just consider this a rain check or make up to what was supposed to be their 8th grade recognition speech back in 2020. When I got the opportunity to move up and teach at GHS, I of course was so excited to see all my former students again and grow as a teacher. But I don't think I anticipated how impactful and meaningful it was for me to have the opportunity to teach this class again and finish what we had started when they were 8th graders. Every single one of you I have taught, which I did the math, I've taught about 210 of you out of the 270, and even if I didn't teach you, I think I still know almost every single one of you. And every single one of you has had an impact on my life in some way. And if I didn't have a time limit, I could probably share a story about each one of you. But I wanted to share some very specific memories that I will always remember when I think about the class of 2024. This class was the group to make me go viral on TikTok with the mannequin challenge video. This class saw me at my worst when I had red hair. Jaselyn Lua painted my wedding shoes. Gabby Gonzalez reminded me of my best friend back home almost every time we talked, and I remember so vividly dropping off her 8th grade recognition goodie bag at her house at the peak of COVID. Maritza's positive energy was contagious and needed on the days where I was struggling, and she basically is the reason why Mrs. Crane and I are now best friends. Alex Gomez always shared a DQ chicken tender with me on the days that I forgot lunch. Estrella Prieto always just happened to know when I would need caffeine to pick me up. Angel Ledesma and Carter Paschke were so determined to win the Rubber Duck Award in my class to the point where they bickered like an old married couple. Lunch with Lily Chavez and Josh Ochoa was always filled with good food and conversations. Talking to Devin Paschke about his future aspirations to be a history teacher got me so excited for his future. Seeing students like Abraham or Cruz in the hallway with a big smile and a fist bump always immediately brightened my mood. And helping Bunker's class study for the APUSH history exam until 9 p.m. the night before kind of sucked, but it was also a good memory. Watching all of your amazing video submissions for class as you were dressed in ridiculous outfits and used 1920s slang words never failed to make me laugh. And sitting through your senior exit interviews never failed to bring me to tears because the realization that you all were leaving really began to set in. Teaching is hard, but having students like you and memories and experiences like these are the reasons why I continue. All of these memories and experiences have helped to shape me as a teacher and a human, and I thank you all for allowing me to learn and grow with you and be a very tiny part of helping shape your futures. Although talking about the past and reflecting on history is one of my favorite things to do, tonight is truly about your future. So I want to end by giving you all some advice as you embark on your next chapter. Something my dad would always tell me was to be bold and powerful forces will come to your aid. So stand up for what you believe in and use your voice. Take risks. Step out of your comfort zone, and something or someone will always be there to support you and push you through. When you get the opportunity to apply for a new job or school, even if you feel like you aren't qualified, do it anyway. If you get the opportunity to travel somewhere new, go. If you say no, you will never know what could have been possible. But if you say yes and take those opportunities, you could be changing the trajectory of your life and world in the most positive way possible. As you enter into this next stage of your life, remember that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to admit when you are wrong. It is okay to say no. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to be unsure and scared. It's okay to tell someone how you're feeling, and it's okay to be you. This is your life. You have an opportunity to do what you want with it. The more you invest in yourself now, the more opportunities and options you will have in your future. As you walk up this stage tonight and walk into your future, don't forget where you came from and who helped you along the way. And remember, you can always come back home to where you started, even if it's just to grab a granola bar from my cabinet. Once a Greyhound, always a Greyhound. So class of 2024, I wish you nothing but the best and love you all more than you know. And with that, for the final time, Wilson out.
Thank you, Elise. Keep on inspiring our students. Senior band members, please make your way forward to join the band. We will now listen to our Grandview High School band as they play Affirmation, Peace, Love, and Music by Randall Standbridge, arranged by Richard Saucedo, and conducted by our very own Mr. Scott Carson. Please enjoy.
Have lash extensions on. Thank you. Thank you. You're not a clue.
What an amazing performance. At this time, I would like to introduce the 2024 class valedictorians. Please stand as I call your name. Laisha Araiza, Jeanette Martinez, Elsie Martinez, Pablo, Amanda Peterson, Aiden Rodriguez, Emily Sahagun Garcia, and Natalia Yanetsko. These students have worked hard to maintain perfect grades throughout their high school career. Each one of them will present a message to their classmates and those attending today. First, please welcome Laisha Araiza.
All right, guys, I'm a little nervous, so if I mess up, pretend I didn't, okay? There is one thing that I absolutely hate doing at work. That's cleaning the men's restrooms. I leave the bathroom door ajar with a wet floor sign indicating that I'm cleaning. As I reach the bathroom stall, I hold the door open with my hand, so if anyone ignores the wet floor sign, they see me. But in order to sweep, I have to let go of the door in order to reach the far corners. In the split second that I let go, someone walks in. Before I can even say anything, they're on the other side of the stall on the urinal. I hear them unzip and let loose. I immediately lock the door and wait, what seemed like an eternity of standing there, waiting for the stranger to just finish his business. And you guys, I did not know someone could grunt so much as they peed. It was really gross. I began to look back at the decisions that led me to this moment, hiding behind a bathroom stall. Would I be able to balance it? Is something that I often ask myself before making a major decision like getting a part-time job or doing Running Start. Am I balancing it? Is what I asked myself when I asked my friend to pick me up early from homecoming so I could finish my homework due that night, or when I had scored so horribly on a unit final for engineering physics that I brought my grade down to a C. I spent a lot of time worrying about how I would balance it all. I heard the urinal flush and the faucet sink run. As soon as I heard the bathroom door open and close shut, I unlocked the stall door from which I'm hiding behind and resumed cleaning the men's restrooms. That day, that weird encounter became a funny story for another day because I had to worry about how I was going to balance it all. If you know me, then you know I'm an introverted person. So I don't really go out of my way to talk to people. But one day, one of my coworkers asked me about myself. After I had explained all of my lore, they paid me one of the biggest compliments someone from this generation can receive. "You're such a mysterious girl," they said. I don't know how you were able to balance all of that. What I hope you get from this silly little speech is that you shouldn't spend too much time worrying if you'll be able to balance things. Things will somehow work out in the end. I mean, I was able to raise my grade up from a C, and look at us, sitting here proving that we were all able to balance it. Class of 2024, stop worrying about balancing it all, because you might not even notice that you are indeed balancing it. And please, 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 learn to enjoy and live in the moment, because if you don't, you may regret it later on. Well, I gotta go for now. I still have a math final to study for, and we have 6 amazing valedictorians to hear from. Class of 2024, I wish you luck for whatever the future may hold for you, and I know, because I just know that we'll all accomplish amazing things. Thank you. And now, I'd like to invite up to the stage Valedictorian Jeanette Martinez.
Good evening, my name is Jeanette Martinez, and it's an honor to be here tonight. I have decided to do my speech in Spanish for the entire Latino community that is here tonight or watching us online. Ante todo, quiero primero dar gracias a Dios por permitirme estar aquí, porque sé que sin Él no sería posible todo lo que he logrado, porque para Dios no hay nada imposible. He tenido obstáculos ya sea en la escuela o en mi vida personal, pero para mí esos obstáculos me hicieron fuerte y me convirtieron en lo que soy hoy. Una estudiante trabajadora que se volvió dedicada y se sacrificó para lograr sus objetivos. Al comienzo de mi segundo año, decidí que no solo quería graduarme con mi diploma de high school, sino también con mi AA en ciencias computacionales. Sabía que no iba a ser fácil, como nada lo es cuando intentas lograr algo mayor. En este capítulo de mi vida, logré el mayor logro, convertirme en Valedictorian con mi AA mientras trabajaba como tutora de matemáticas en el YBC. Nada de esto sería posible si no fuera por mi fe, mis amigos, mis maestros, pero lo más importante, Dios y mi familia. Me gustaría aprovechar este momento para agradecer a quienes me ayudaron a alcanzar mi objetivo. Primero quisiera agradecer a Dios por permitirme llegar hasta este punto de mi vida. Tener una fe fuerte me ayudó a salir adelante, especialmente cuando los tiempos eran realmente difíciles. Dios estuvo ahí siempre conmigo. Quiero honrar y agradecer públicamente a mis padres y a mi hermano por todo su amor, sacrificio y apoyo durante estos 18 años. Sin su esfuerzo no lo había logrado. Gracias a mi papá por sus horas largas en el campo para proveer a la familia. Gracias a mi familia por apoyarme, siempre seguir mis metas y sueños. Los amo. También quiero agradecer a mis profesores por los últimos 18 años. Sé que no ha sido fácil. Desde la primaria hasta la secundaria. A special thanks to Ms. Amaro for supporting me and helping me these past 6 years, from 7th grade up until now. Also, thank you to Leisha and Juana for making 11th and grade year the best year, especially when we were stressed out 2 hours before our physics exams. These 2 years were the most stressful for me, but the best ones. Finalmente, a mi comunidad latina, gracias a nuestra fuerza, dedicación y sacrificio, especialmente a los que trabajan muchas horas en el campo. Lo logramos. Les agradezco mucho por apoyarnos siempre y por todos sus esfuerzos. A todos los estudiantes hispanos y a los que están aquí presentes, recuerden nunca darse por vencidos a pesar de sus obstáculos que se encuentren. Sepan que su pasado no define su futuro. Siempre persigan sus sueños y nunca olviden de dónde vienen. Gracias a Dios y a las familias latinas por todo esto, porque esto es para ustedes, sí se pudo. Para la clase de 2024, hoy se cierra un capítulo de nuestras vidas y empezamos uno nuevo. Recuerden que siempre habrá personas a nuestro alrededor que nos ayudarán a lograr nuestras metas. Encontraremos retos y desafíos, pero estos solo nos harán más fuerte. Pongan a Dios en primer lugar, trabajen duro y tengan determinación para lograr su objetivo. Les deseo lo mejor y recuerden que sí se puede. Muchas gracias y que tengan bonita tarde. Next, I would like to welcome to stage Elsie Martinez Pablo.
Good evening, parents, friends, teachers, administrators, mentors, and of course, the class of 2024. I can't believe tonight is finally here, our graduation night. We've been waiting for this moment our entire lives, and now that it is here, it feels like a dream. The crazy part is, once this night ends, it will be the last time we're all together as a class. But for right now, let's celebrate. We all made it through the first chapter. My name is Elsie Martinez, and I'm your valedictorian for the class of 2024. Some of you might know me as the quiet kid in the class with the hoodie always on. But if you see me around with Lindsay or Jesus, you will see a constant smile. They both truly made my high school experience memorable. When I started high school, I was excited because it was a brand new building, but the environment was different from what I was used to. It felt like students and teachers started to see me differently. Sometimes I was judged based on my appearance instead of who I am. And sometimes I got in trouble for reasons that didn't make any sense. At first, I didn't want to go to school because I didn't want to deal with everything. But over time, I realized that focusing on my inner strength and self-worth was more important than the opinions of others. I learned to rise above judgments and misunderstandings. By staying true to myself and my resilience, the importance of self-acceptance. It wasn't easy, but it helped me grow stronger, and I'm proud of the person I've become through this experience. This year, I decided to take YV Tech as a pre-medical student with Miss Beth, and it was the best decision I made. I met some wonderful people who made my class enjoyable and always lifted my spirits. I will miss those times when we were all scared and nervous to take our medical assistant skills. And I will miss spilling cheeseman with you guys. I can honestly say that this is the class where I felt the safest and most comfortable. Now, I would like to thank those who have shaped my high school experience and supported my success, especially Mr. Mesa, Ms. Kirpro, Ms. Valencia, and Mr. Hunter. They were always understanding and supported, and I also want to extend a big thank you to the Extra Mile Student Center for assisting me in preparing for my career and helping me become more involved in my community. To my fellow band members, I wish you all of the best, especially you, Mr. Carson. You have been genuinely kind people, and I wish I had the chance to get to know some of you better. To my favorite lower band classmate, Alexandra, I just want you to know that you're an amazing percussion player and you should never give up. Now to my familia, as some of you might know, my older brother, Cristo Martinez, is the reason why I began to care more about school. I witnessed his accomplishments and I aspired to be just like him. He was an outstanding student, but unfortunately, he was unable to have formal graduation due to COVID-19. He belonged to the class of 2020 and was also one of the top 10 students at Grandview High School. I will always be proud of you, big brother. Para mi mamá y papá, gracias por darme esta oportunidad de mudarnos a Estados Unidos para darnos una vida mejor y gracias por todos los sacrificios que tuvieron que hacer por mis hermanos y por mí. Los amo con todo mi corazón y aseguraré mi carrera de enfermería para poder darles a ustedes una vida mujer. También quiero decir que mi papá es la gran razón por la que me esfuerzo todos los días porque veo cómo trabaja sin parar. No importa lo difícil que sea. Incluso si se enferma, no lo verás tomar un descanso porque siempre pone a su familia primero. Gracias por animarme siempre a hacer cosas buenas desde que era una niña chiquita. Before I finish my speech, I want to wish each and every one of you the best. I genuinely hope that everyone achieves their goals. And remember what SpongeBob SquarePants once said, if you believe in yourself and with a tiny pinch of magic, all your dreams can come true. And thank you for my speech. And now I would like to invite Amanda Peterson to the stage.
Good evening, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, class of 2024. I honestly can't believe that we're about to be high school graduates. Turns out our parents were actually right about how time flies. I'd like to start off by thanking everyone that supported and encouraged me throughout the past 18 years of my life. My teachers, friends, and classmates that motivated me, made me laugh, and taught me what life is really about. I'd like to especially thank my mom, dad, and big sister for always standing by my side and believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. Having the three of you to look up to has really shaped me into the person I am today. I'll never be able to put into words how much I appreciate and love you guys. Now, if I'm being completely honest, senior year had me terrified. I heard left and right, when you turn 18, everything is gonna get harder. And I wouldn't exactly say that's been a lie. It has been kind of hard. However, nothing will ever be as hard as answering the question that daunted my 7-year-old self. What do you want to be when you grow up? I emotionally went through the deepest trenches in search of my answer to this common question. I guess decisiveness has never run through my blood because it took me 2 years of dodging the question to finally settle on what I found to be the only reasonable option, an FBI agent. Unfortunately, that didn't last long. At 10, I wanted to be a vet, a marine biologist at 14, and a week ago, I wanted to be a doctor. Now I'm gonna let you guys all in on a little secret that would send 7-year-old Amanda into cardiac arrest. Today, as I'm graduating high school, I'm still not exactly sure what I want to be when I grow up. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Amanda, we do not want to hear about your quarter-life crisis. But here's the thing. If I've learned one thing throughout my K through 12 education, it's been that sometimes you just have to embrace uncertainty and trust the journey. It's naturally terrifying allowing yourself to step into the unknown. Believe me, I know. Wondering if I'd find friends on my first day of school, what sports team I'd make, or if I'll get through this speech, although terrifying, has all been necessary to shape me into the person I am today. We so often feel pressured to keep up with society's timelines and are taught that our worth is derived from being on track with everyone else. But I've learned time and time again that uncertainty is not the presence of failure, but an opportunity to explore and embrace growth. I know we all want to hold the pen and write the rest of our stories, but remember that it's okay to not know what to write next. In the wise words of the Barb herself, let's never forget to live in the present because that gift is for the gifted. Never let your fears distract you from the beauty of the journey that we are each so blessed to embark on. So over the span of this speech, I didn't figure out what I want to be when I grow up. But I'm so ready to embrace the unknown and live every day trusting God's plan for my life. Class of 2024, as we step into this next chapter of our lives, let's all remember to truly embrace all the what-ifs and simply find joy in the process. Let every day serve as a reminder that there is a bigger plan for each one of our lives, whether we know it yet or not. It was an honor being one of your valedictorians. Thank you. Please help me welcome your next valedictorian, Aiden Rodriguez.
What's up, class of 2024? Who's ready for that senior party tonight? I heard they're giving away iPads. The kayak. I was afraid by the time it was my turn to give this speech, you would have all passed out of heat stroke. But since you're all still here, I'm going to take you back to 13 years ago when we were given a backpack with some colored crayons, dropped off at the front door of our elementary school, and expected to figure it all out. We learned to read, write, add, subtract, play songs on the marimbas, and hot cross buns on the recorder. In the elementary school cafeteria, we were first introduced to the school lunch chicken sandwiches and the Dairy Gold chocolate milk we'd continue to eat and drink for the next 10 years. The adjustment was hard, almost as hard as selling enough candy bars to go on the field trip in 5th grade, but we figured it out. And we had now outgrown our elementary school, and we're knocking on Mr. Heinley's door at the middle school to see what the 6th grade had in store for us. This time, we were handed a schedule and a locker combination and walked into a school with 3 times the amount of students as elementary.
Thus, we adjusted to our new environment, and just when we thought we were getting the hang of it, ready to move on to high school, we were given a mask and a Chromebook as a global pandemic sent us all home. And yet again, we were forced to figure it out. When I look back on all the times we've been expected to figure it out in our educational careers, one word kept coming to my mind: determined. After COVID, we had to figure out what it meant to be a high schooler instead of just a box in a Zoom meeting. I will admit, between the devious licks and the times our bathrooms were taken away, I wasn't sure if we would survive the transition. But our determination got us through, and before we knew it, our boys basketball team was playing in the state championship for the first time since 2002. Shout out Levi, Elo, and Isaias. And before we knew it, our Mariachi band went to state not once, not twice, but 3 times since our class joined the program. I love you guys. And many of us, including 3 of us valedictorians, will also graduate with a college degree. This represents not only our determination, but also shows that we have proven that we are fully capable of figuring it all out. Today, 13 years later, we are given a cap and a gown, and we are once again going to have to figure it out. For some of us, it might feel like we have to have it all figured out already. Maybe we're going to college next year, trade school, or barber school. Shout out Chino Blends. I better get a free haircut after this. You might look at others and wonder how it is that they have everything so figured out. You might even think I have it all figured out because I'm up here as a valedictorian giving this speech. But little do you know, I was up all night trying to put the right words together. Figuring it out is going to look different for everyone. Many of you know Bill Gates, the CEO of Microsoft. People didn't expect him to drop out of Harvard before he figured out his dream of owning his own tech company. Or Walt Disney, who was fired from his newspaper job for not being creative enough, and then went on to create the most magical place on earth. Upon their journey of figuring it out, they all faced questions and ridicule, like why would you drop out of Harvard? Or how are you going to be successful if you're not even creative enough? But they all are well known today, and their stories remind us that the path to figuring it out is unique for everyone, and often requires overcoming significant challenges and taking risks. I'd like to leave you with this quote from Martin Luther King Jr. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't run, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. After you walk across the stage, I encourage you to use your determination to keep moving forward. While we may not all be destined to create Mickey Mouse or Microsoft, whether you crawl, fly, or walk to get there, I hope each of you remember how far you have come. And as you begin your next endeavors, remember that the best parts in life are simply learning to figure it out. Also, never forget this small town that raised you and everyone who guided and supported you to get here. Thank your teachers when you give them that last hug goodbye. No, Mrs. Jensen, I didn't procrastinate till the last minute to write this speech. I procrastinated till the last week. And no, Mr. Bunker, I didn't use ChatGPT to write this. Thank your family before you pull out of the driveway. I know I wouldn't be here without the sacrifices from my mom and dad, or my grandma who ironed all the wrinkles out of my gown this morning. But most of all, keep the determination that's been instilled in each one of you and run with it. Do not let the fear of the unknown hold you back. Take risks, step out of your comfort zone, and seize the moment. The truth is that we will all be figuring it out for the rest of our lives. But remember that we will all be figuring it out together. Congratulations, class of 2024, it's been an honor. Dream big and keep moving forward. God bless you all, and I wish you the best in figuring it out. It's a great day to be a Greyhound. Aiden signing off. I would like to now introduce the kindest person I've ever met, Emily Sahagun.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Emily Sagun Garcia, and it's a great honor to stand here before you today as a valedictorian of our graduating class. As we are here at the beginning of our future, it is with great enthusiasm and nostalgia that we reflect on the long journey that has brought us to this moment. Throughout high school, we have each overcome obstacles and have built friendships that will last a lifetime. We have learned not only from the lectures in class, but from one another and the experiences that have shaped us to who we are today. Many of you have known me as the quiet, growing class, who many believe to be smart. But my success in high school is due to the lessons of my parents, my teachers, those supportive classmates, and my Catholic faith. I have balanced my responsibilities at home, my part-time job, being a part of HOSA, Ignite, DECA, and the National Honor Society, while maintaining my grades in the CW courses I've taken. All this due to being persistent when dealing with adversity. The individual I am today reflects the arduous work of my parents, as they are my pillars of strength, and through their love, sacrifices, and ongoing support, I get to stand on this stage today. Their guidance is what has led to all my accomplishments and my goals for the future. They have seen my struggles and my growth, both personally and academically. I also want to thank all my teachers for their unwavering support and their dedication, passion, and guidance throughout my educational career. Your belief and encouragement have caused us to grow, not just as students, but as a whole. Furthermore, I want to thank my close friends and those individuals who have made me feel appreciated. They have helped me become inspired to reach for greater heights and have given me valuable memories I will always cherish. I also want to thank God, as He has helped me overcome multiple obstacles, such as having to adapt to speaking English when my first language was Spanish, and getting over my fear of failure, as I've tried to set a good example for my 3 younger brothers. Through having faith in God and setting ambitions for myself, I've conquered these challenges, which have made me become the woman I am today. Moreover, God has given me good opportunities and life experiences that make me remain humble and thankful for all those around me. Without Him, none of this would have been possible. As we say goodbye, let us do so with great gratitude for the memorable moments we have shared, the lessons we have learned, and the great friendships we have made. We have waited anxiously for this moment, so without taking more of your time, I want to say, congratulations, class of 2024. May your futures be filled with success and happiness. Thank you. Now, please put your hands together for our final valedictorian speaker, Natalia Yanetsko.
Most of you might not be familiar with the life cycle of a salmon, and I don't expect you to be. They first start off as an egg and soon hatch to become a fry. The fry feed off of small organisms and spend 1 to 3 years in fresh water. This might remind you of your preschool and elementary years. Some of you were learning English in Mr. Padilla's class with me, while others were probably feeding on small organisms. After the first couple of years of being a fry, they undergo a process called smoltification to adapt to saltwater environments. We've all had to adapt to certain conditions depending on what life throws at us. For example, transitioning from elementary school to middle school and online high school to in-person high school were moments where we had to adapt. I remember my freshman, sophomore, and some of my junior year. I was incredibly shy, but here I am making a speech in front of you all. The COVID pandemic had a huge impact on our learning and development as teenagers in general. Even though it was hard, we adapted anyway, just as salmon do. The salmon that undergoes smoltification then migrate to the ocean. The salmon has to face challenges like escaping predators, getting through man-made dams, and habitat degradation. After all the moments we had throughout our education at GHS, we also had to have faced challenges. After surviving Mrs. Sandra's difficult test, Mr. Seveni's tardy policy, and very, very quiet advisories with Mr. Brownlee, I could finally say that I'm done. And I could finally also congratulate all of you for pushing through the tedious assignments and other problems you have faced. I encourage you to not fear for the future, because the future is right in front of you. This is it. This is what you have been waiting for. So now when this is over, it is up to you to decide what you will do. Whether you go into post-secondary education or not, you all have the potential to achieve great things. Most importantly, while you're out in the big ocean, don't forget where you came from. A key factor about the salmon. When it's time, the salmon returns to its original place of birth. This is just a reminder that once a greyhound, always a greyhound. It's okay to miss home and come back. After the salmon reproduce, they die, which is called semipolarity. Their bodies provide nutrients to their ecosystem and growth of other organisms. Your legacy at GHS will continue to be passed down. Whether you are a shy student, an outgoing student, or even a YVC student, your teachers and friends here at the high school will remember you. You will always be that cool senior to that one freshman, or the student that always annoyed that one teacher. No matter if you went to state or won a certain award, your legacy will continue on at GHS. I know I've been comparing you to a salmon this whole time, but their story is very similar to ours. Pursue your passions no matter how hard they are. The journey a salmon makes to the ocean is incredibly difficult, but it's critical for the development and continuation of the species. The life cycle of a salmon may mean nothing to you, and you probably think it's pretty dumb of me to write about a salmon. But I wrote this speech to honor my uncle Ismael Orduña, who passed away unexpectedly on April 18th of 2024. The last day my uncle was alive, God allowed him to do what he loved to do, fish. I thought as if the time of mourning lasted forever, and I never accepted the fact that he passed. I didn't realize it was real until the grass started growing where he laid. While all of you are off on your grand adventures, make sure to call your loved ones every once in a while. Something you don't realize is while you're growing, other people grow as well. Not everyone lives forever. The grass keeps growing. Congratulations, class of 2024, and I'm proud of all of you. Thank you. Please welcome Mr. Anderson back to the podium.
Thank you for all of your words, valedictorians. Those were amazing speeches. Now let's sit back and enjoy a performance by our very own GHS Mariachi Gran Vista.
mujeres y traiciones, se fueron consumiendo las botellas, pidieron que cantara mis canciones, y yo canto las dos en contra de ellas. De pronto que se acerca un caballero, su pelo ya pintaba algunas canas, me dijo: le suplico, compañero, que no hable en mi presencia de las damas. Le dije que nosotros simplemente hablamos de lo mal que nos pagaron, que si alguien opinaba diferente, sería porque jamás lo traicionaron. Que si alguien opinaba diferente, sería porque jamás lo traicionaron. Me dijo: yo soy uno de los seres que más ha soportado los fracasos, y siempre me dejaron las mujeres llorando y con el alma hecha pedazos. Mas nunca les reprocho mis heridas, se tiene que sufrir cuando se ama. las horas más hermosas de mi vida las he pasado al lado de una dama. Pudiéramos morir en las cantinas y nunca lograríamos olvidarlas. Mujeres tan divinas, no queda otro camino que adorarlas. Mujeres tan divinas, no queda otro camino que adorarlas.
Thank you, Mr. Carson and the Mariachi Grand Vista. At this time, I would like to invite our Superintendent, Dr. Darling, to the podium. Thank you for making Grandview a great place to send our students to school. You're all set up there.
Good evening. Estimado padres, buenas noches y todos. Gracias por acompañarnos a esta celebración tan especial. Quiero comenzar agradeciendo a cada padre, madre y familia aquí presentes. Esta noche es tan suyo como de sus hijos. Su apoyo incondicional ha sido fundamental para el éxito de estos jóvenes y esta celebración también es para honrarlos a ustedes. Espero que puedan perdonarme ya que el resto de mi discurso será en inglés. Pero las palabras se traducirán detrás de mí. Hello, families and loved ones, esteemed faculty, and most importantly, the Grandview High School graduating class of 2024. I want to begin by briefly addressing the families of the graduates. I want to thank every mom, dad, and family member that played a support role in the lives of these amazing students. I have had 4 of my own children graduate so far, so trust me, I know the relief, the excitement, the extreme pride, and the varying levels of sadness you are feeling right now. This night is as much yours as it is theirs. Your unconditional support was fundamental for the success of these youth, and tonight, families, we celebrate you as much as we do them. Now, to the class of 2024. There are 271 of you here tonight. That means there are 271 unique pathways that got you here. Those pathways involve taking care of siblings, working side jobs, being in drama or mariachi band. You took parts in clubs and running START, YV Tech, or college and high school. This class has made history in the number of industry-recognized certifications you've earned, your academic achievements, and the amount of money you've received in scholarships. As we gather to celebrate your achievements and look forward to the future, I want to talk about a game that takes place in this very stadium. This year on this turf, we saw boys and girls soccer, cheer, track, band, cross country, and there was even an errant tennis ball or two down here because my buddy Enrique thinks that his wrestling skills would transfer to tennis. But this evening, I want to talk to you about football. Some of you love football and have played since you were little. Some of you cheer for really good collegiate or professional teams like the Huskies or the Seahawks. Some of you don't, and I guess that's okay. But whether you love football or hate it, each of you will still be able to relate to what I'm going to say to you this evening. If you ask the average fan what does success look like in football, they're going to tell you it's all about touchdowns. Those moments when a running back finds a gap and runs the length of the field, or a linebacker makes a great read and runs back a pick six. But if you ask coaches and scholars of the game, they're going to tell you that touchdowns are not the objective. The primary objective is actually to make a first down. To be more specific, true success in football is measured by a series of specially designed plays to gain a little more than 3 yards on each attempt. These consistent, hard-fought mini victories are what set the stage for those game-winning, crowd-pleasing touchdowns. One of the main reasons you are here today is because you became really good at consistently doing the small things. Showing up to class on time, staying awake in class most of the time, being patient, learning how to refocus, completing your assignments, your projects, or your tests. You may have had touchdown-like moments along the way, but those moments were only possible because of the constant preparation and many successes that got you to that point. If you recall, it took 13 years for you to get here tonight. For a few of you, maybe a little longer, but we love your effort and extra determination. As we reflect on how you arrived here today, it's definitely worth reminding those in the audience that this amazing group of students began their career in the thick of a pandemic fully online. You had to get up every morning, and from your bedroom or your kitchen or your living room, you were required to get on a computer and listen to teachers you had never met and look at blank icons instead of the faces of all your friends. You had to pass classes using the technology platforms you had never used, and if you failed just one class, you were immediately in danger of not graduating. Despite having that huge hurdle your freshman year, you made it. In football and in life, failure is an inherent part of the process. However, when success is based on achieving only 3.5 yards for each try, we are more nimble at fixing the little mistakes and making up the extra yardage on the next couple of plays. It's easier to learn what went wrong, make adjustments, and get better. Each failure leads us to another try. Don't let failure discourage you, because it can also lead to small victories. Small victories allow for more celebrating rather than only waiting for the crowd to cheer those big moments. On the note of celebrating, be careful not to listen too closely or care too much about those fans on the fringe who only cheer from you from afar for those touchdown moments. Sometimes those type of fans mean well, but like Brene Brown says, if you are not in the game getting your butt kicked with me, I'm not interested in your feedback. Ignore and block those clowns who are not in the game with you. Pay close attention to feedback and criticism and suggestions from family and friends who matter and who are invested in your success. Just like in football, until the game is over, you always get another opportunity. Sometimes we come out at halftime and the coaches decide to completely throw the original game plan out the window and try a new approach. I promise you this will absolutely happen to you, whether it be in your choice of studies, your career choice, or both. You will head down a pathway, and at some point, you will pivot. In my first 14 years after high school, I changed my career path 8 times. Some of those changes were my choice, but some were due to circumstances beyond my control, such as life. You will get knocked down. You will fall and stumble. But when you fall, fall forward. And when you get back up stronger than ever. It's never too late to switch things up as long as it leads to pursuing something better. As you leave here today, remember that every 3.5 yards leads to a first down, thus increasing your opportunity for touchdowns. Keep your true fans close and drown out the haters. Always be relentlessly moving forward, keep learning, keep pushing the boundaries of what you can achieve. We often hear the phrase, we must rise to the occasion. But that's not how it works. Like the author Chris Voss said, we don't rise to the occasion, we fall to our highest level of preparation. Focus on and celebrate the little things and become a little better prepared today than you were yesterday. This will either put you in the right place at the right time for when those big moments present themselves, or you yourself will create those big moments. Either way, you control your game and you control your success. Thank you, class of 2024, for all you've contributed to our community and to each other. We can't wait to see the amazing success this class will achieve. We are so proud of you, and we will forever be cheering for you. Go Hounds.
Thank you, Dr. Darling. Now, for the time you all have been waiting for. As principal of Grandview High School, it is my honor and privilege to the requirements of our district and the state of Washington. Dr. Darling and members of the school board, I present to you the graduating class of 2024 from Grandview High School. Reading the names of our graduates this evening is Senior Class President Natalia Yanetsko and ASB President Cooper Kleino. Please come forward to your positions and prepare to read the names of our graduates. Staff members, please make your way to the end of the ramp.
Elias Torres. Axael Orguin Ramos.
Soleil Chavez. Sarai Alexis Flores Clara.
Azucena Jacqueline Roman Espendola.
Amalia Carranza.
Yesenia Jole Rueles Montoya.
Angelina Alvarez.
Gabriela Elizabeth Gonzalez Isasaga.
Jeanette Martinez.
Valeria Viacana.
Elsie Martinez.
Arisa May Castilleja.
Jesus Antonio Vergara.
Giselle Martinez Montesinos.
Jacqueline Valdez.
Emily Sahagun Garcia.
Leisha Araiza.
Juana Rabadan Hernandez.
Yuridia Belén Zaragoza Espinosa.
Isaí Chino Rojas.
Amanda Peterson.
Aiden Jacob Rodriguez.
Matthew Magana.
Leslie Anaí Ramos.
Fabian Castellanos.
Joanna Diaz.
Zenaida Sofia Flores.
Ilea Marcier Downs.
Betsy Ramirez.
Delilah Angelina Roman.
Bella Rodesno.
Ashley Mendoza Torabla.
Eloy Armendariz II.
Karina Chavez.
Alexis Pioquinto Vargas.
Brianna Larios.
Moisés Barragán.
Lily Alondra Gonzalez Chavez.
Eric Chavez.
Joali Frias.
Samuel Greenman.
Anna Mendoza.
Jeremiah Valor.
Nayeli Garcia Benitez.
Robert Minnick.
Maribea Oseguera.
Karine Macías.
Ashley Melendez.
Diego Matthew Avalos.
Adrian Garcia.
Alexis Gutierrez.
Palawan Copado.
Carter Michael Paschke.
Victor Mendoza.
Devin Michael Paschke.
Janeda Solis.
Joshua Michael Dominguez.
Janice Delgado.
Caden Michael Demaray.
Jonathan Hernandez.
Itzel Gomez.
Fernando Luis Morales.
Jasmine Arevelo.
Enrique Manuel Valle.
Mariana Rentería.
Joel Farias.
Lindsay Anaí Carrasco.
Sebastian Mendoza.
Kevin Mendoza.
Derek Rogel.
Lázaro Godínez.
Kevin Campuzano.
Camilo Álvarez.
Julissa Perucho Diaz.
José Rangel.
Esmeralda Ochoa.
Ariana Kayla Navarrete.
Elias Quizar.
Jocelyn Espinoza.
Perla Estrella Garcia Balderas.
Luis Macías.
Diana Wendy Hernandez Campos.
Alondra Macías.
Brianna Gonzalez Zaragoza.
Elisa Lara Sánchez.
Fernanda Ledesma Shaki.
Yaire Contreras.
Anave Granados.
Brenda Mendoza Arroyo.
Amy Cruz.
Betsy Bautista Mendoza.
Selena Yvette Hernandez.
Jason Campuzano.
Melanie Scarlett Ayala.
Kevin Murillo. Maritza Mariflor Mendoza.
Anthony Diaz Rojas.
Rosa Zambrano.
Alexis Monge.
Areli Isabel Rivera.
Julian Lopez.
Emily Pineda Perez.
Julius Rocha.
Kimberly Palacios.
Magali Padilla.
Michelle Ariana Corona.
Evelyn Hernandez Orozco.
Alan Alejandro González.
Kyle Brunico.
Yair Cervantes Barrera.
Isaiah Alexander Delgado.
Anaí Guzmán.
Cassandra Robles Sahagún.
Elizabeth Villa.
Guillermo Tovar Sandoval.
Uriel Fernando Márquez.
Brian Alcantar.
Luis Alberto Vaquera.
Leslie Alcantar Morales.
Brianna Vaquera.
Miriam Maciel.
Angel Ávila.
Giovanni Guerrero.
Azel Gonzalez.
Isaiah Martin de Leon.
Ayana Irma Pérez.
Jeremiah Roman Cantu.
Mercedes Argüello.
Angelina Angel Montiel.
Gabriela Ledesma.
Adeline Mendoza.
Lauralia Emilia Montelongo Solís.
Jacqueline Ambris Estrada.
Cynthia Saraí Sotelo.
Stefan Ray Anciso.
Ismani Julissa Trevino Cruz.
Berenice Vasquez.
Lizette Elvira Trevino.
Jennifer Vasquez.
Nathaniel Villarreal.
Ashley Valencia Escobar.
Natalia Giselle Villarreal.
Ana Benitez.
Jessica Ruby Barajas Lopez.
Cruz Gonzalez.
Julissa Jaimes Arredondo.
Levi Dorset.
Mia Trinity Signs.
Angel Mendoza.
Anthony Isaiah Ramos.
Abraham Rodriguez.
Eddie Medina.
Mariana Martinez.
Leo Medina.
Giovanni Gregorio.
Can you see the last name or no?
Stacy Alejandra Morales Sosa.
Jesus Soto.
Jasmine Jaylin Benitez.
Manuel Espinosa Lascano.
Jacqueline Gonzalez.
Leonardo Arzata.
Kylie Smith.
Cynthia Ibarra.
Simón Cervantes.
Jada Janae Davila.
Ángel Solís Martínez.
Carmine Sarmiento.
Jennifer Castañeda García.
Estrella Prieto.
Giselle Hernández Zúñiga.
Jocelyn Elise Lua.
Leslie Guevara.
Bárbara Moreno.
Milady Natalie Márquez.
Yaretsi Rivera.
VNA Yareli Tovar.
Danica Janae Gabrielle Fonseca.
Savannah Joe Espindola.
Ava Luz Medina.
Juan Gomez.
Maria Espinoza Ortega.
Joshua Ochoa.
Alessandra Mari Cornejo.
Marcus E. Hart.
Ezra Abara Demandan.
Anthony Cerebro.
Joshua Garcia Farfan.
Alejandro Gómez Valdovinos.
Abril Alessandra Martinez.
Damien Anthony Garibay.
Madison Grace Peñac.
Freddy Osorio.
Edson Bello.
Daniel de Robles.
Isaac Cabañas.
Angel Giovanni.
Daniel Gutiérrez.
Angel Giovanni Ledesma.
Oh yeah! You know how to say that.
Moisés Córdoba Manjarres.
Hector Torres.
Sergio Vargas.
Santiago Monroy.
Aileen Ruiz.
Deborah Myers.
Jennifer Silva.
Alexander Vargas.
Mariah Alexis Perez.
Juan Reyes.
Destiny Celicia Arroyo.
Marissa Sanchez.
Miguel Hernández.
Catalina Ayala.
Liliana Estrella Espíndola Calderón.
José Gómez.
Liliana Estrella Espendola Carrión.
Angel Brown.
Alejandro Garcia.
Destiny Medina.
Abel Madera Ortiz.
Naya Gutiérrez.
Jose Alvarez.
Riley Nicole Howe.
Daniel Mesa.
Isaias Zamarripa.
Miguel Angel Hiroga.
Sienna Jade Black.
Juan Campos.
Jedidah Josie Alvarez.
Joshua Lara.
Joel Alvarez.
Jose Luis Valencia.
Dominic Aguilar.
Josiah Velasco.
Gustavo Sosa Angel Parra.
Andres Farias.
Julian Garza Davis.
Brianna Fernandez.
Isaiah Flores.
Brian Valencia.
Neveline Solis.
Brandon Montalongo.
Israel Aguilar.
Jack Ramos Cisneros.
Julian Sanchez.
Eric Ariola.
Evan Benitez.
Vanessa Aguilar.
Christian Arroyo.
Miranda Gomez.
Sofia Gonzalez.
Irene Ramos Martinez.
Naomi Botello Padilla.
Jocelyn Espinosa.
Isaiah Godinez.
Alexander Lopez.
Anthony Hernandez Villarreal.
Omar Fajardo.
Can I say my...
Alfredo Perez. Jonathan Ramirez.
Cindy Juliet Mraz Magallon.
Kaylee Prieto.
Emily Italia Baltazar.
Rodolfo Lua.
Adrian Gonzalez. Raul Fernandez. Zulema Gonzalez Lozano. Guadalupe Herrera. Anthony Ochoa. Lexini Felicity Licea. Alexis Alcazar. Josiah Silva. Ulysses
Alejandro Orozco.
Cooper Chase Kleino.
Natalia Yanetsko.
All of our graduates. Before we have the traditional turning of the tassel and the fireworks, seniors, remember that your senior party begins inside GHS at 10 p.m. Members of the community, please remember to wait to meet and greet your student until after they have fully exited the turf area. Thank you. Be safe and enjoy the moment. Now is the time. Cooper and Natalia, please come to the stage. Ready. Graduates, turn your tassels.